Hey Peaches, I'm Eleanor and welcome to Peaches by Starlight Tarot. This is your weekly pick a card reading as it pertains to love and relationships. I am using the Butterfly Effect Tarot and the Celtic messages. And at the end of each, I'm going to pull 3 more cards, doing a pick a card using Melodies. Okay? Stack 1 is the Skunk, stack 2 is the Little Rabbit, stack 3 is the Badger. They're timestamped below. You can skip right ahead. If you like a personal reading that has only your energy and none of the other, general collective, like some of this may apply and some of it may not because it's for a lot of people. So if you want a reading all to yourself, my Etsy page is linked below. If you hear something that helps you out, let me know by hitting that thumbs up button. And if you want to keep up with me every Saturday, hit the subscribe button. Let's get started. Okay, if you chose stack 1 or chose the Skunk, your Celtic message is Joules. It says secrets, solitude, and love. All good things in a love reading, maybe. All right. The Magician, the Tower, and the Lovers. Wow, 3 major arcana. Big, big, big. This is okay. To have 3 major arcana in your reading, this is life cycle turning point stuff. This is like, oh, this week is going to be about this or that little thing. This is going to be something that's going to play out over a larger time frame. It's going to be probably easier said than done. Joules is all about self-will and determining one's own fate, taking responsibility for your choices in order to create the future that you want. And so that's exactly what the Magician does. The Magician makes choices in service of the creation and the manifestation, giving form to the desire, taking from the unmanifested and creating it in the real world based on everything you have at your disposal, everything you have to work with and make choices around. And so this quite literally translates into creating your freedom to choose. So there is something you have to tear down and break free from, the safety of imprisonment, before you can even think about manifesting this new path. It's like, what good is this new path for if you are behind a locked door? How can you move towards your twin flame when you finally meet them, if you don't have the power to leave the safety of your karmic relationship? How can you know what's right for you if you've not known the freedom of being alone, if you've only known life through the lens of a certain relationship and haven't broken free from the confines of karmic relationships to truly come into who you are and be able to recognize this person? So you are hatching a prison break, but with Joules, do be careful who you share your intentions with. Not because they're going to blab, there's nothing like that here, but it's like, who will encourage you to move towards your freedom? Who is going to push you? Who loves you enough to steer you towards your independence and not try to keep you stuck and safe? Does that make sense? All right, go ahead and set your intention for whether you feel like card 1, 2, or 3 will have a message for you. And let me tune in. All right, card 1. Patience. The tide will come in when it's ready. Card 2. Opportunity. You will prove yourself and discover if you brave the rough seas. That's what that tower is all about. Braving the rough seas, creating the opportunity. proving yourself to yourself and discovering. Card 3, dream. Follow your yearning for the deep blue sea. All right, guys, like, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you next Saturday. Thank you. Okay, if you chose stack 2 or chose the bunny, your Celtic message this week is the moon, emotion, dreams, and desires. Okay, you have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, the 9 of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Okay, so the moon in this deck, it's specifically, if I remember from the guidebook, it's kind of like the meaning changes depending on what phase of the moon is going on. So it's kind of like directing you to pay attention to the actual moon phases, to the actual astrology of the time, which this week, I think, the 29th or 30th is a full moon. So that means it's a time of contentment, possible romance, connection, growth, leveling up, high emotion and high intensity. And the moon in the tarot talks about your subconscious and your inner workings and your dreams and all that good emotional undercurrent type stuff. And so this is called the beaver moon, I want to say, because it's time for taking shelter as the season gets harsher. Winter is coming, as they say. So it reminds me of the onset of cuffing season, which is kind of maybe an icky term. Maybe nesting is a better term. It's not necessarily speaking on the long term, long haul, this is the one forever and ever. It's kind of just talking about, with the reverse 9 of Wands, it's like it is time to call it good as winter approaches. This it seems really strangely. With the reverse Ace of Pentacles, it's like it confirms that you aren't planting seeds. You aren't starting something new. You aren't putting things into the ground. It's like with the reverse 4 of Pentacles, you're using what you've stored, like the squirrels tapping into their nut stashes, or the bears living off of their stored fat for the winter. It's like using what you have now. It shows you have everything you need right now as you are. And so if there is advice, it would be to chill on the casual dating for now, chill on the socializing, stay home, hunker down, and choose how you want this season of your life to look. It feels very much in the moment. It feels, it's like invest in someone, invest in something. From all of your options, what feels warm, what feels inviting. Get to know someone more deeply, even if it is you, or allow yourself to be known. Share your secrets, share your desires, share your insights and beliefs. Show someone your other side. Invite someone in to know the real you. It feels like kind of like choosing, there's a certain degree of public face that you've been presenting, and now it's like who for the winter, who for now, who is it time to open up to and show more of the other side of you, the more private side of you, the more intimate side of you. Okay, go ahead and set your intention for whether you feel like card 1, 2, or 3 has a message for you, and it can be more than one. Let me tune in. All right, card 1. Dive. You don't find pearls on the seashore. Go deep. Get to know someone, get intimate. If you with the right person, even if that's you, even if it's getting to know yourself on a better level, because it doesn't necessarily speak specifically on choosing someone from your options. You might. It's on the table here to choose none, to choose yourself. Card 2. Direction. Trust your inner compass and find your bearings. card 3. Prudence. Don't be lured by the siren song. Alright guys, like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you next Saturday. Thank you. Okay, if you chose stack 3 or chose the Badger, your Celtic message this week is the Ford. Crossing boundaries, overcoming obstacles. Okay, you have the 4 of Wands in reverse, the King of Cups, and the 3 of Cups in reverse. This is kind of weird. I am loving the King of Cups sitting in between these two energies majestically, like the theme of the Ford suggests. He's like reconciling opposites, making peace, arbitrating, joining, creating truces and treaties between opposing factions, overcoming obstacles, the colliding of worlds, having a one foot in one world and another foot in another. The 4 of Wands and the 3 of Cups in the upright are both very celebratory, indicative of connection, community, tribe, happy times, peace times. So why are they reversed and opposed to each other, like on opposite shores, kind of? Like opposites attracting in this King of Cups. The 4 of Wands as a party energy, this is going to be more like the family, like stability, nuclear, vanilla. The kids can go to this one, right? And this one is more partying, mingling with adults, drinking, dating, socializing with singles. Maybe you have a babysitter when you go to this party. So there's like partying and partying, different styles of partying. And I am filming this on Thanksgiving, by the way, so I feel like that's kind of influencing what I'm getting from this. All right. So this year is about celebrating with the humans that are closest to you. I feel like in proximity, not necessarily who you're longing to, who you miss the most, who's in your heart the most. The universe has put you in a place with certain people in your proximity, under your nose, in your orbit, without you having to seek, travel, or disrupt, or be unsafe, break rules, make people sick. So it's like, how can I put this better? Isn't there a song, love the one you're with, love the people that you're with? You may not be with who you were longing for. You may be separated from your family because you have to be in the city where you work, or at work, or with your coworkers in some way, or with fellow students. You might be stuck at school, or you might be locked down with your family. Maybe you're younger and you feel it's lame to be locked down with your family because you can't get out there's no parties where you're going to be able to connect to your crush or meet someone new. There's just a sense of not being where you want to be or with who you long for the most. And I feel like this is not random. This year isn't just an unfortunate bullshit, to cry about and to be upset about. This is like a mixing up of the chessboard, there's a rearranging and a shuffling of people right now, that the people that are around you for a reason. And it's a challenge. It's to rise to this challenge of loving each other. We all need to love each other more right now. And it's like we might be specifically and intentionally put with people that aren't our people in order to challenge us to rise to that kind of this human challenge. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Wow. So love who's in front of you. I don't think anyone right now isn't missing someone because of these crazy world circumstances. So it's about seeing the divinity of the moment and of the people that the universe has put in your path and has shaken things up to place in your orbit and in your presence right now. Okay, set your intention for whether you feel like card 1, 2, or 3 will have a message for you. And let me tune in. All right, card 1. Empathy. There's more beneath the surface. On a lighter note, you know what it reminds me of? Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with John Candy and Steve Martin. Those two guys being thrown together. He was heading home for Thanksgiving. It's like a very rare Thanksgiving movie. There's always Christmas movies, but not Thanksgiving. Steve Martin's trying to get home, and he's thrown together with this unlikely dude. And they can't stand each other for the first part of the movie. And then, you know, by the end of it, it's like they're grateful that they were thrown into each other's lives, and this relationship developed. And and I'm telling you, this guy did not like him. So don't. If you thought seeing that, that's a great freaking movie, and it's relevant to what's going on right here, right now. And it's funny as hell, okay? So it's like a much more lighter version of what I was trying to get across. Card 2, generosity. What good is treasure if you keep it for yourself? Card 3, breathe. Break from beneath the water surface and soar up beyond the turquoise sea. All right, guys, like, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I will talk to you next Saturday. Thank you.